part of the conversation inside and outside the Capitol today includes a push for a red flag law in Tennessee. And tonight, reporter Mary Klingler joins us to define red flag and why critics call it a bad idea. Mary?
Well, John, red flag laws typically allow law enforcement officers to confiscate guns from someone deemed a potential danger to themselves or others. Now, critics call it a gun grab. Supporters say it could save lives.
This past week will certainly be remembered as one of the most heartbreaking weeks in our state's history. And the history books will also reflect how Tennessee leaders responded in the wake of those tragedies.
Governor Bill Lee promised new money to increase school security across the state, but made no promise or mention about supporting any new restrictions on guns.
People who are blaming the guns and so forth, but you also have to remember that individual had to pull the trigger.
In previous interviews about guns, House Speaker Cameron Sexton did mention a potential change for Tennessee lawmakers have considered as a way to prevent shootings.
What usually does come out of it is things that they have said over the past that have gotten overlooked, that people said in retrospect, oh, red flag.
The speaker pointed to the background of the shooter named in the Nashville school shooting.
It looked like, based on all the messages that have been put out, that she was going to kill people that day and she was going to die that day.
Police reported the suspect killed by officers was under the care of a doctor for an undisclosed emotional disorder, a fact that might have prevented the purchase of a gun under a red flag law. Critics say it's a bad idea.
The term red flag, part of the problem with the discussion is it's not well defined exactly what that means.
Executive Director of the Tennessee Firearms Association, John Harris, says red flag laws go after the gun when lawmakers should instead help the person in trouble.
A true mental health approach, which looks at the person as the risk and deals with the person and getting them off the street. Because if they're detained, they're not going to pick up a knife then and hurt someone else.
Well, if you have any concerns about ongoing legislation, we have contact information for elected leaders in East Tennessee, as well as what they say in real time on our website right now. John?
Mary Klingler with the latest there. Thank you, Mary.